Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
We'll slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that gives Carolina the first.
It just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball. And because of it, those chains are moving.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Looking to throw, Young. Escapes the pocket. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On play action, here's Young. Connection made to Tremble. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
8 yards on the
Well, hello. That's a warm welcome to this game, offering that kind of hit right from the jump. It sends a message. It sends a message. You better buckle it up today.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
3rd down, run by Hubbard. We'll have him 4 and the first down as he's brought to a stop.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Play action now, Young. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up 2nd.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Young to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets home. Touchdown, Carolina. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. It's Bashard Smith now with the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Mahomes starting off with a throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Intended target that time was Kenneth Walker. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air, Mahomes. Looking over the middle, there's Kelsey. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, Kansas City!
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they're able to answer early here. We are tied at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect means it's 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
He connects downfield. And the decision to go for it, a great one, Brock. This is all the way down to the opposing 35. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They run again with Hubbard. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Hubbard will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Trying it again with Hubbard. And he runs it across. Touchdown!
Hubbard, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Carolina.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. After the missed extra point, he's still out there. He's going to put it back in play. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown.
Touchdown.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponents celebrate the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. They lead by 13.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Complete to Walker on the check down. And out he goes after picking up 24 on the play. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And we will not have a final snap as that takes us to the end of 2. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Mejio with the return. Shooks away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Brings up second.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. He dodged the tackle, and they haul him down, but we all saw it. That was pretty awkward, partner. This flag should be a face mask. He took hauling him down by the face mask to bring an end to that play, and that adds a cool 15 yards onto the end of the run. After the penalty, this is first and goal. Running right, here's Hubbard. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be...
And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. And that sack's going to add 10 to what they need now on this 3rd and goal.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Have to come up with an unlikely 15 here on 3rd and goal. Young looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. And the defender comes away with it.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Right side, Bolton's got it. And they'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Walker on second. Through the second level at the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set. And Mahomes doesn't like what he sees. He's changing things up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Working now from the gun. He rolls to his right. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Headed out right. He's keeping it. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
17 yards.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Now it's Mahomes. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2.
Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 34-yard effort. Butker to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And now we've got a 6-point ball game.
Panthers 20, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Hubbard with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Buying some time right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over 1 final quarter. Back for the start of the 4th quarter, and they're going to start here with a 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Just some great blocking on that play, Brock. Those extra bodies near the line sure helped him get the space that he needed to get that chunky yards.
We hear it almost each and every week from offenses that really love their 12 personnel. Defenses trying to stop it, know how difficult it can be. Job well done by everybody there.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets more blockers up front, but it also brings the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hubbard again. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Oh, defense stays put. Couldn't get him to jump. Well done by the defense. We've hit our 2-minute warning. Panthers leading by 6. So Dave Canales is going to take this risk. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Hubbard. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Walker on first down. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We'll look to throw it.
At the 30-yard line.
Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Got a man, and Kelsey has it. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point would give him the lead and maybe the win. Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And it's good as that kick gives them a 1-point lead right near the end of this one.
The score, Chiefs 21, Panthers 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hubbard with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Setting up to pass. Cut for big yards on the right side. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And this time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's 2nd down. Too early to go back to that well, partner. They were still locked in on him after his gain on that previous snap.
Yeah, they defended this one far better than the last one. Some renewed focus and bodying him up. You know, as a defender, you have got to separate that receiver from the ball.
They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
It's a gain of 2
Now to throw.
And it's 3rd down.
Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Carolina.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Flushed out of the pocket. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
Before the snap comes, there's the official signal for a timeout. Defense taking the opportunity to try and ice him and try to give this crowd one more chance to make an impact, provide some noise before this attempt. Back to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
I really hate to be so negative here, but there's just a multitude of things you've got to avoid. A sack, a turnover, letting this clock run out. You know you've got your kicker ready to come out and win this thing if you have to.
And before the snap comes, there's the official signal for a timeout. Defense taking the opportunity to try and ice him and try to give this crowd one more chance to make an impact, provide some noise before this attempt. And the pass is caught. When he gets to the end zone, there's no time left, and that wins them the game. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now.